Alright, welcome back to the channel. Warhammer Man back in the studio, and today we're taking a look at the upcoming new book, the Liber Mechanicum for Horus Heresy. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe for daily content. Alright, so whether you're a true devotee of the Omnissiah or just need some powerful robotic allies for your Space Marine legions, we've got some exciting news for you today. We've recently revealed a roadmap for upcoming Warhammer the Horus Heresy rules, and fans of mechanized mayhem will have spotted the first non-Astartes release is none other than the Liber Mechanicum, Forces of the Omnissiah's Army book. So here we see the new book. Definitely a big boy, gonna be loaded up with rules. The book is similar to the Liber Astartes and Liber Hereticus, but laser focused on massive range of units available to the Mechanicum. The priesthood of Mars that's responsible for producing the massive shipments of weapons, tanks, and other war material needed to keep the Great Crusade running. Naturally, they've kept some of the best kits for themselves. You'll want to stay on the good side. Take a quick look at this long roster of units, quite unlike the Space Marines in nature. So we see the table of contents, Mechanicum Army list, Crusade Force organized chart, Allies in the Age of Darkness, Warlords of the Mechanicum, and then we have our actual units. So for HQs, there's an Archmagus Prime on Abeyant, I'm not sure what that is. Magus Dominus on Abeyant, Caleb Decima Invictus. I am not that familiar with the Horus Heresy stuff, especially Mechanicum stuff, so I'm sure I'm going to be butchering some of these names, and honestly have pretty much no idea what most of these are. I think pretty much everything on this list is forgeworld units, so. Matter of fact, I think all of this stuff is forgeworld. I really wish they would bring more of this to the regular range, and then also to 40k. So next we have Elites, Tech Priests, Auxilia, Arcutor, Magisterium, Dominator, Battle Automata, Manipul. Oh my gosh. Myrmidon, Secular Host. And then for troops and dedicated transports, we have the Adsecularis Tech Thralls Covenant, Thalax Cohort, Skylax Guardian Automata Manipul, Castellax Battle Automata Manipul, and Triaris Armored Conveyor. And then Fast Attack, Arlax Battle Automata Manipul, Ursurax Cohort, Vortax Battle Automata Manipul, and Volatrax Stratos Automata Squadron. And then for heavy support, we have the Thanatar Siege Automata Manipul, the Myrmidon Destructor Host, the Karaknaros Assault Tank, the Krios Squadron, Knight Moirax Talon, and then for our Lords of War, we have the Mechanicum Knight Megara, Mechanicum Knight Styrix, Mechanicum Knight Atropos, Mechanicum Acastus Knight Asterius, Ordinatus Ulator, and Ordinus Acterius. Alright, so I butchered those for sure. Check. And then for the appendices, just a bunch more little stuff on there. War gear, armory, special rules. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty loaded book. Another big one. Doesn't say exactly how many pages it are. It is, I think the Space Marine and Chaos ones were like close to 300 pages, over 2. When the Mechanicum go to war, they do so with all manner of units at their disposal, from rank upon rank of heavily modified cyborg thralls and carefully programmed robots, all the way up to the full might of Knight Household of the Titan Legions, and the super heavy Ordinatus class engines of war. The book covers it all, allowing you to collect an army that is perfectly engineered for any kind of battle. And here we see, yeah, massive amount of Forge World in action right here. Want to crush your opponents with lumbering, nigh invincible war machines? The Tagmata have a host of formidable battle automata for you to try. Prefer fast, hard-hitting elite infantry armed with incredibly potent weapons? The cybernetic Thalaxy have it covered, perhaps even better than the Legions Astartes. There's an impressive variety of playstyles on offer, all packed into one army. The Mechanicum is a great way to mix up your games of Warhammer. The Horus Heresy either as allies or an army in their own right. They have their own unique rules that empathize their distinctive approach to warfare. The Mechanicum lead by the logic of victory, and the Warlord trait that encourages you to hold your leader back and assess the battlefield situation. Mechanicum Warlord trait, the logic of victory. If at no point during this Warlord's controlling player's turn as the active player, a Warlord with this trait has neither made a shooting attack or been locked in combat, then they gain an additional reaction in each phase, and the following turn as a reactive player. In addition, a Warlord with this trait and any unit it has joined gains +1 weapon skill and +1 ballistic skill, making attacks as part of any reaction, and +3 initiative or +3 movement when making a move as part of any reaction. So I'm not sure if you've heard already, but they have added in essentially reactions. So on your opponent's turn, you have like one reaction you can use to basically allow a unit to do various different actions out of turn sequence, and so this basically buffs that. Liber Mechanicus includes all sorts of fun and characterful rules, including many that focus on the children of Mars do best. Shooting the nastiest guns in the Imperium. When your foes level their bolt guns at your machine lords, you can remind them who forged those weapons with a volley of scornful fire. So an advanced reaction, scornful fire. This advanced reaction may be made once per battle. During the shooting phase, when an enemy unit declares a shooting attack targeting a unit, includes a model with the independent character special rule under the reactive player's control, which is part of the Mechanicus detachment. Man, they are so bad at wording things. It's literally ridiculous. They could have literally wrote that in one sentence, not a run-on, that was super simple. The reacting unit and any friendly Mechanicum unit eligible to make a reaction within 12 inches may make a shooting attack targeting the unit that triggered this reaction, and following all the usual rules for shooting attacks, any unit that makes a shooting attack as part of a reaction counts as having made a reaction in this phase. A unit that makes a shooting attack as part of a scornful fire reaction may not make any attacks indirectly without line of sight, including weapons with the barrage special rule or other weapons or special rules that otherwise ignore line of sight, and vehicles may only fire defensive weapons. Template weapons may only be used as part of a scornful fire reaction if the targeted unit is within 8 inches and must use the wall of death rule instead of firing normally. So, not to complain, but this is exactly what my complaints are about Horus Heresy and 40k, just Games Workshop in general. You come out with a new ability, and it takes multiple paragraphs of run-on sentences to try to explain it. And then still at the end of it, this one is pretty clear what's going on here, but they just have overcomplicated everything in this game, it seems like. Beyond just the army list, you'll find plenty of lore, illustrations, and photographs of the amazing miniatures in this Mechanicus range. Their unusual markings and color schemes are also explored in detail, including a markedly different take on a heraldry compared to a Space Marines. You'll find plenty of inspiration to paint your own forces inside these pages. So we see a pretty cool piece of art here, kind of breaking down what the weapons are and everything. The Mechanicus fought on both sides of the Horus Heresy, which makes them extremely easy to field in your games, no matter what army you collect. While they certainly have more than enough units to form their own fighting forces, the Tech Priests are also either sworn brothers or fellow warriors with every single one of the Legions Astartes. This means you can seamlessly add just a handful of your favorite units to any Astartes force, either as allies or by taking a Praevian Consul to guide your legion's own automata on the battlefield. It is a great way to try and mix in factions and support your Space Marines with Towering Knights and other weapon support units while you build up your Mechanicum collection. So yeah, that's basically our breakdown for today. So we know we have a new book coming, the Liber Mechanicum, and we know they revealed a basic timetable for us. So if we just pop over to that article, we'll see the Warhammer Horus Heresy roadmap for 2022. Obviously June, Age of Darkness, Liber Astartes, Liber Hereticus, and then a bunch more units. July, just going to be some downloadable PDFs, so not much coming. And then in August, we'll get this book, the Liber Mechanicum, and then downloadable PDFs for that as well. And then somewhere along the way, there's going to be some new miniature releases as well. I'm not sure if these are the ones we already saw, if this is the Mark 6, if that is the Rhino. Maybe these are going to be sold separately from the box set, so maybe we'll see I can't tell just by the outline of the armor which one it is, honestly. But yeah, we know that's coming in August, and then nothing in September, or at least rules-wise. And then in October, we have the Liber Imperium. So that's kind of like our little breakdown. Give us an idea when these things are coming and what to expect. Obviously, you know, this is pretty big. Mechanicum have a nice range, all Forge World pretty much, but nice range in Horus Heresy. So definitely some cool units here, some massive behemoths, big old like tanks and everything. Some awesome like knights and titans as well. Very, very cool. So definitely you know, interesting. Good to see that they're expanding on it. It's nice to see when they lay out the roadmap right away and give you an idea like, hey, you're not going to get your book for like 2 months, so you can make your decisions based on that. I do like that. It's better, I think, when they lay out an actual sort of like roadmap or game plan and just are a little bit more transparent with the customers. I think part of the reason they don't do this is because there's been so much going on lately that they're afraid they're going to miss deadlines and then it looks bad on them. So it's almost better for them not to say when things are coming out, because it looks bad when they say there's been some kind of delay or some issue or whatever. So, you know, and being a publicly traded company, they obviously have to worry about bad press and, you know, shareholder value. That is their top priority. So, but that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. Let me know what you think down below. Are you excited for the Mechanicus to come to the new 30K or Horus Heresy, or are you more excited for the Marines and what other units are to come? I always like to hear back from you guys. Appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure to like and subscribe for reactions, reviews, news, painting, modeling, conversion tutorials. Check out our playlist for anything from Warhammer 40,000, Kill Team Necromunda, Age of Sigmar, and Warcry, and then of course some Horus Heresy as well. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.